Anna, I have some amazing news. We finally solved the Israel-Hamas war in the Gaza Strip.
Oh, really? How?
So the Ben & Jerry's, the company, the ice cream company, has finally weighed in, and they have called, forget this, a permanent ceasefire in Gaza. So now it's solved, right? Hamas will disband. They'll stop attacking Israel. The IDF will go home. They'll stop bombing the Gaza Strip, and everybody can just sit side by side, kumbaya, and eat ice cream together.
Revolutionary. This is like when Kendall Jenner solved racism with Pepsi. Do you remember that commercial?
I do.
What are these companies thinking?
Why does Ben & Jerry's feel the need to put out a statement on Israel and Gaza?
I mean, Ben & Jerry's has been uber political for a long time. I used to have a boyfriend whose dad would not eat Ben & Jerry's because they were so left-wing socialist Democrat. And I just thought it was like really funny that he was like mad at Ben & Jerry's in perpetuity. And
but tonight though, it's so good.
I mean, it's good. I can't eat a lot of their ice creams because they put like brownie bites in them and stuff. So I don't really have an opinion on their ice cream. But
it's good.
I think it is very odd to me whenever you see a company just go like hard line in one left or right wing direction, because you were just making a conscious choice to isolate half of your audience that would probably buy your product. So it doesn't make any sense to me. But I mean, this is par for the course. But they're not the only ones. I also saw San Francisco pass like a resolution calling for a ceasefire last week, and people were like dancing and cheering like they literally thought they did something. Guys, a resolution is not even a law. It's just like, it's a virtue signaling piece of paper.
And it's the San Francisco or whatever, it's a city council.
Yeah.
What do you think? Bibi Netanyahu is over there meeting with his IDF generals, and he's saying, oh, well, you guys, you saw the statement from the San Francisco City Council. This changes everything. What?
It's very, very odd. I mean, the only thing I can say is these kinds of things, I think, stir up the culture to be more pro-Palestine maybe, or more sympathetic to Palestine. I guess that's why they do it. But honestly, it's so cringe.
Because it makes me roll my eyes at them. But maybe I'm just a cynic.
I think you're an outlier, right? Because, I mean, I have to constantly remind myself just how little most Americans are truly plugged in with what's going on politically. Like, they really do not have that much understanding of what's happening day to day. And so these kinds of things,
tell you something?
Get it in front of them.
So I have a good friend here in Grand Rapids who, you know, college educated, tech professional, like very smart guy. I was talking with him last night, and he was unaware that the GOP primary had started, did not know who any of the candidates were. He said, what, isn't that Ron DeSantos one of them? And I'm like, oh my God. And
I had the same experience. I was watching some of Fox News's coverage of the caucus because I'm really interested in the caucus. I just don't have my mind totally wrapped around how it works. I would love a reality show showing me, but I was trying to kind of get my head around it. And they were going around before everything opened and just like talking to people in restaurants, you know, and they'd say, who are you voting for? Who do you support? And they'd say whoever their person was. And then they would say, why? And the why answers were just, oh God. They were like, I just think this person likes America more, or like, I just really like how he yelled at this guy. I mean, there was not a piece of policy, much less a like actual principle beneath that. Like they're capitalists and they would do better for our economy. Like none of that. I mean, at most you would hear somebody say, I was doing better economically a few years ago and I want that back. But like, that was it. And it really is a bit depressing to me that like, that's where we're at. But that is where we're at. And I mean, most people can't name the vice president in this country.
Yeah.
So.
What was there's that quote, like, democracy is the worst system except for all the rest.
Yes, it is. And